Hello, it's Dibs here from Streamerology and from mixer.com/TheDiBSS or TheDiBSS. Anyways, you're probably clicking here today to learn how to become a moderator. Well, good news, I'm a moderator for 3 partners. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I am a pretty well-known moderator around the Mixer community. I moderate for A1000 Years. I moderate for the Drama Queen. I moderate for Persona as well. And there's a lot I've learned along the way. I've been doing this for about 8 months almost, the better part of 2019 into 2020. And I'm still a moderator for all 3 of those partners. I've also been emergency modded by people from partners and non-partnered streamers who just, their mods are sick or busy or they have stuff going on in their life. They can't show up. And I just happen to be in the channel hanging out and they're like, hey, I know you. Can you please mod for me just for this stream? And I'm like, hey, I got you back. It comes with the territory. You should know once you become a moderator, you're not going to be able to watch normal streams normally ever again. You always have that mod instinct inside of you. You little clicky trigger finger here. You're like, oh. What did that guy just say? It's always going to be, I mean, it's going to be the mod life. It's going to be hashtag mod life for you for here on out when you become a moderator and you get used to it and you feel comfortable with it and you enjoy it and do it regularly as well. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is, why do you want to be a moderator? That's a good, important question to ask yourself. I mean, there is no right answer. There's no right or wrong answer, but I mean, if there was, I would say that is because you want to help that community. You want to help that streamer grow. And you want to help spread and grow that community further than it was before. When someone comes into a chat, you're there to introduce them to the channel. You're like, hey, yo, what's up? I'm Dibs. Welcome to 1000 Years channel. Glad to have you. How are you doing? I mean, would you walk into a store and just like people just stare at you? Like, yeah, no, it's not very fun when you walk into a store and people don't even acknowledge that you exist. So when you go into a stream, you want to be acknowledged. And part of that acknowledgement is from the moderators. You are an extension of the streamer. And you should also expect nothing in return being a moderator. Moderator, like, we don't get paid. The majority of moderators in the world don't get paid. There's a handful, very, very few actually get paid from their streamer or in turn receive something of value to them, monetary or what have you. You should never expect anything in return as a moderator. I can't stress that enough. If you're doing it and you're trying to get gain out of something, don't be a moderator, please. If you're a streamer yourself and you finally make it into a mod squad for one of the larger partnered streamers or something of that sort, don't expect them to grow your channel for you. First and foremost, growing your channel is your responsibility and no one else's. Host will help with discoverability somewhat, but they're not the end-all be-all. They're not going to make you explode into this giant person overnight. You can see that people like Ninja, Shroud, King Gothalion, Ewok, all the people coming over from Twitch to Mixer, and the people still on Twitch, those people that play games with those big partners, why aren't they big themselves? And I can't give an answer. I don't know them on an individual basis, but what I can say, even if they're moderators, even if you're friends with someone who's a giant goat in the streaming world, you're not going to just grow off of them. You have to do the work yourself. Being a moderator helps you get involved in the community and it gets you to meet people and learn about these people. You become friends with them, but it doesn't guarantee that you're just going to automatically grow at the snap of a finger and you're just going to become overnight like this huge star. If that's what you're expecting, don't be a moderator, please. You're also an extension of the said streamer, whoever you end up modding for, whoever you want to be a mod for. You are an extension of them. In doing so, that means you have to watch your social media. You can't post, anything negative or bad on Twitter. You don't want to post anything on TikTok that might be seen under a negative light. You being a moderator in that community, people will follow you on these social medias. And they will also see what you're saying. They'll see what you're doing. They know, they can see these things. And you don't want to bring your streamer or your friend into a negative association with anything. So for example, like, let's say a good example of this, which is a bit of a minor one. If your streamer is partnered with G Fuel and you're like, hey, yo, check out this great new Bang flavor I got, Bang Energy. How does that reflect on your streamer when they're trying to sell their product? They're trying to make a living. They're trying to grow. They're trying to become an influencer, and you're drinking Bang Energy while they're trying to sell G Fuel. Doesn't look so good. This also means I would avoid any political tweets, anything of that nature. If you want to do that, create a separate Twitter. You just want to start over fresh on a different Twitter. If you're gonna do that stuff, keep it separate from everything else. I understand like wanting to go in there and do that, but I don't personally, because I want to represent the people that I mod for in a professional light at a professional level. Even though I do it with nothing in return, I do it because I love those communities. I do it because I'm friends with those streamers. And then moving on to the next point, you're not just a mod. You're not just going to sit there and wait until Henry Joe Jackson comes in and he's like, and then you're like, oh, whoa, what the hell? Where did this guy come from? You just don't come in there and come in with a band hammer. You're like, yeah, Henry Joe Jackson, you just got banned. No, you're more than that. You're more than an instrument for, I guess, lawful good on a channel. You're there to communicate with these people. I mean, sometimes if you mod for a larger streamer, the streamer themselves are going to be distracted. Even the smaller streamers. Any streamer of any size will get distracted in gameplay or whatever they're doing at the time. They're not going to immediately see the chat all the time. You're there to say, hey, what's up, man? Great to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. How'd your job interview go? Are you feeling better? Last time you were in here, you were sick. You had the flu. Are you finally getting over that? Hey, I heard that your uncle was in the hospital. You were in here talking about that last time. How's he doing? These are things you got to remember. These people, they're your friends, your streamers' friends. They're there to support the channel. They're there to support the streamer, and that's why you're also a moderator. You are there to interact with them just as much as they're there to interact with the stream and the streamer. They're there to be social. Streaming is a social platform. It's not like YouTube. It's not where, you just watch these videos. You're not able to interact with me live. By the way, you can watch Streamerology every Monday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, where you can interact with me and Bad Merc on Streamerology. We are on Twitch and Mixer. Links will be down below. Well, you're there to interact with your friends. You're there to keep the community together. I'm friends with a lot of these people. Someone just got a job interview. I want to know how it goes. And you know what? They told me. They got the job. This was like a month-long thing going on for this person, and I am so happy. I'm so proud of them that they were able to find a job. There's a couple other people too struggling right now in one of the channels I moderate for who are looking for jobs. And when I see them come in, I'm like, yo, man, did you get the job? How'd the interview go? What's going on? It's these small things that let them know that you actually care. When you come into a stream, you want people to know that you're there for them. You want them to know that you care. And that's how streamers also make a living. These people look up to these people. They look up to this entertainment. They look up to being able to communicate and become a part of a community that they otherwise might not be. For any number of reasons. Whatever the reason might be, they come here, they are here with us right now on Mixer, Twitch, DLive, YouTube, wherever you're at. They're coming here for the community. So give them some community. Be a part of that community. That's what you're there as a moderator for. You're also part of a stream team. You are now this streamer's stream team. Whether they acknowledge it or say anything or not, you're part of a larger grand thing. This channel, this stream with thousands of followers and people coming in every night like, hey, what's up? It's good to see you again. You are effectively part of their stream team. So anytime you can help out, this is totally part of the moderator duties, by the way. If you can support your streamer financially, go ahead and give their products a try out. A lot of people aren't going to be pushing products that they haven't tried themselves. Tongue twister. If they didn't use those products themselves, I wouldn't buy them. I see, like, for example, 1,000 Years is always drinking G Fuel on stream. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. We'll try it out and see if I like it. I used her code years at G Fuel. I got whatever percentage off. It came in and I actually liked it. I was like, hey, this is a product that I enjoy. And not only that, but she's drinking it too and she enjoys it as well. So she's backing her product up. She also has a code that gives me a percentage off when I buy it, which is pretty sweet. It's also supporting her and it gives me a tasty beverage that I like. A little bit of free advertisement for a 1,000 Years. You're welcome. Being a part of that stream team, you have to meet weekly goals. Even if a streamer doesn't make goals, it's still good to try to communicate and be like, hey, what do you want us to push this week? Do you want us to push hosts? Do you want us to try to get host on Mixer? And do you want us to, try to get them to follow? It's important to know the guidelines of the streamer themselves. They're all going to be slightly different for the most part, but usually it's universally the same. And when I say it's universally the same, for me, this is what I look for when I'm modding and Persona's channel or the Drama Queen or a 1,000 Years. There are certain things that should be done in a particular way. And what I would say to this is if someone's self-promoting, You can just, to ask them to say no self-promo in the channel, please. And then if they keep doing it, give them a small, like 5-minute timeout, whisper them. Anytime you time someone out, please whisper them. Let them know what they did wrong. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they didn't listen, who knows? Maybe a whisper will get the message across. It has happened, and those people have sometimes hung out and stayed in the channel and become community members of the channel. So it's always important to give them another chance. You can't just automatically banhammer them into oblivion. The ones that do get banhammered into oblivion immediately are going to be the ones that are doing harassment, that are doing sexual harassment, that are saying really negative, derogatory things. Those people I instantly ban and report, as should any and all moderators. If it goes too far, if it crosses that line, get rid of them. Just get them out the channel. They're there to troll. They're there for a reaction. Well, guess what, little Jimmy? You got reported, and your Xbox account's been banned. Have fun telling mommy why. Especially when you... Sorry, Jimmy. Had to report you. You're being a troll. But if it's anything sexual, anything derogatory like that, just banhammer them. Just get them out of there. Now, if it's self-promo and they won't stop, or just spamming and they won't stop, I've actually had communication with those people. I time them out for 5 minutes. I'm like, hey, I see that you're smashing your head into your keyboard, which is fun. That's cool. All right. When you're back from your 5-minute ban, which not ban, when you're back from your 5-minute timeout in the timeout corner, tell me how your day was. I want to hear about it. Tell me about you. Talk to us. Let us know, what games do you like? What are you playing? We're here for community. If you want to be a part of that community, I am giving you an open door. You're getting a second chance. Now, if they do it again, same thing. If they do it a third time, well, then it's probably going to be a ban. The only time or only exception to that is if the streamer themselves say, hey mods, ban that person right now, please, for the love of God. The main thing that will help you get to be a moderator on a channel itself is you have to be in there weekly, you have to be in there nightly. At least the majority of the time that the person's streaming. You have to be a well-known person in their community. You have to be like lawful good. You can't be a jerk. You can't be negative. You can still have jokes, inside jokes. You can still tease and poke fun and stuff. But you have to be relatively clean and nice and friendly for most places. The longer you're in a place, the longer you're in a stream, the more the streamer knows you, the more likely they're going to reach out and be like, hey, do you want to be a moderator for me? I see you in here like every night. You're actually telling people my currency. You're telling people about the game I'm playing. You're just super nice. You're super friendly. You're super helpful. And you're a great way to introduce people into our community. That is when you become a moderator. You shouldn't ask to be a moderator. You shouldn't ask other moderators, hey, how do I become a moderator? This is how you become a moderator. Every channel is going to be slightly different with their own rules. But for the most part, it's going to be the same format. You just want to be there a lot. You want to chat a lot. You want to get to know the community, the streamer, and let them get to know you too. Just like what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to let you guys get to know me. So with that being said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video or you have curious about any other, if you have any mod questions, bring them to us. Let us know your mod questions. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informational, and we'll catch you next time.